Hey, welcome back to the Ramskull Gaming channel. Decided to put an actual video up on the first part of here. I just wanted to say sorry for the lack of uploads here lately. Me and Tom are getting ready to maneuver back to the United States here someday soon, and we've been busy. But don't think there hasn't been a lack of painting or anything else going on. Tom's painting his Lizardmen pretty furiously, and I'm painting my Tomb Kings up pretty well. Look at that. That just looks nice. That's what I'm talking about. So me and Tom we were trying to do a series here with these two videos, and we ended up we played the two games that you're about to see, not in this video, but this video and the next video, and then we were like, oh, we're gonna play the third game, and then we decided that we just really didn't like the way it turned out because one of the games was a fluke, sorta. So. But the idea for this was that we were going to play both of our armies versus each other. So it was Tomb Kings versus Dwarves and Skaven versus Lizardmen. And the third match is supposed to be the winner of both those games. And we just fun games. Don't get me wrong, they were fun, but we didn't really like the way they turned out. So or the matchup right there at the end. We might still do it. We might not. But on a plus note, Tomb Kings played like 3 games for Skaven after these 2 videos that we didn't get on video, and just want to say crushed them every time. 2,500, 3,000, and 4,000 points. So I think I finally figured out how to play Tomb Kings, which is always fun, and hopefully we'll get some better battle reports coming up here soon. When we get back to the United States, we'll have a few more armies on our sides. Spoiler alert. Woo! I'm amassing a Chaos Dwarfs army. Yes, super expensive, but I think it's going to be super fun. So, in the next couple of months, you'll see Chaos Dwarves. Actually, probably the beginning of next year, you'll see Chaos Dwarves on the table and being played furiously, and they'll probably take up to some tournaments too, because people aren't going to see it coming. So, surprise factor and this and that. So, we'll go ahead and knock this game out. I believe this was. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens. But here we go.
Alright, so coming back with the 2,500 points, the home team, the Skaven versus the Lizardmen, my 2 armies are going against each other, followed by the second game of the doubleheader weekend is going to be the Tomb Kings versus the Dwarves. So home teams are going at it today, and support of some football action. Home games.
Team, yeah.
Alright, so starting from the left to the right, we got 2 Salamanders, no normal handlers, 2 Skink Priests, 1 carrying the cube, 1 carrying the Dispel Scroll. They're both level 1s of Heavens. Then we have Tedo Echo and Mr. Slan in a 19-man bunker unit of cohorts. He's, of course, him. The Slan's got a little bit different setup today. He's got Focus and Mastery, so he's a lore master of Fire Magic. Then he's got Calming, so he can reroll the D-spell attempts. Then I went Soul of Stone and Eldritch Reserve, so he can pretty much guarantee an extra dice every turn. And he also has the Earthing Rod, so he's got double defense for miscasting, so hopefully we don't have a almost dead Slam like last game. Alright, going over here, 10 Saurus Riders, they have Musician and Banner. 25 Saurus Warriors with Champion, Musician, and Banner. And then Mr. Gorok again. Gonna give the Ripper D's a try out today. 3 of them, 120 points. I think it's gonna be well worth it. 3 units of Skink Skirmishers at 10 with Shield and Jav. Don't mind these couple with blowguns here. And then 2 units at 10 Chameleon Skinks because I fucking love them. And I was only supposed to get 12, ordered it, and instead of coming in packs of 3, they came in packs of 5, so I got 20 of them. Awesome. That is 2,500 points of the Lizardmen. Let's get this Skaven army now. Alright, 2,500 points Skaven, here we go.
Alright, I haven't played Skaven in a long time, almost 2 years, and so we'll start on the left here. I got my BSB, he's rocking Storm Banner with a shield and heavy armor, obviously. Then we got 40 Storm Vermin with full command, and 2 bricks of slaves at 49 apiece, 2 rat packs, minimum doubt. We got the Hell Pit, the Doom Wheel. We got a bunker unit of 28, and then 2 Grey Seers, both level 4. The first one, my general, has got the Earthing Rod, Skull, and Obsidian Amulet, and the second one is level 4 Power Stone, Foul Pendant. And then my general has Skitter Leap, Scorch, Crash Call, and Dread 13th. And the second one has Wither Plague, Cloud of Corruption, and Dread 13th. So great spells. We'll see what happens. And then I've got 2 cannons, 2 8-packs of Gutter Runners, 2 engineers, one with the Doom Rocket, one's a level 1 caster with a Dispel Scroll. And that sums up the 2,500 points of Skaven, and we'll see you after deployment.
Alright. Alright, so after an incredibly goofy ass fucking deployment, the field is set up as so.
Okay, I'm starting over here.
We got a skink arc over here, which hopefully is going to be able to get into a backfield eventually, somewhere. Riperdactyl's covering the backfield. They're probably not going to be able to move because of the Storm Banner very quickly, but once they start moving around, hopefully they'll be able to do some really good work. Over here is just a big gigantic clusterfuck.
Alright, let's start on my side. I've got the 2 cannons in the backfield, which you can see almost everything but the cavalry over there. I've got a brick of 49 with the engineer with the Dispel Scroll. Scouted in those guys versus the Salamander, the Priest, and the goddamn Unitosaurus Riders. And then as we go forward, I've got Storm Vermin with BSB, Rat Pack, more Gutter Runners looking at a Salamander, and some Skinks. And then move over, Bunker Unit, Hell Pit, Rat Pack, Slave Brick with Doom Rocket, and Doom Wheel. And then to my left of the Doom Wheel, we got the damn Chameleon Skinks, regular goddamn lizards. So okay, and more chameleons, more lizards, bunker unit, more lizards. Those guys, the Riperdactyls put the toad on my bunker unit. You can see a little toad right there, sweet. And this is a really crazy deployment. So we're spread all over. We're on the media engagement number 5, and again we chose to say screw the rule, and we don't like to roll the ones. So we just like he's rolling to see if he rolls a 6. And he gets to take first turn, and we'll see you at the top of 1. I gotta turn down the music.
Yep.
You can actually really hear it. And now
Are we actually recording this time?
Yeah, here we go.
Right, so recapping Lizards 1 for the second time.
Yeah.
Because somebody is retarded.
Somebody thought it was recording.
Starting over here, this Salamander didn't get to shoot
Vanguarded.
Storm Banner and Vanguarded, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Took a wound on this priest from the feedback on Tedoecho. This unit moved up, getting in the face over there. This guy shot. He was able to shoot and put 4 wounds on the gutter runners. This unit moved up, shot at this unit, took another gutter runner out. These guys just shifted up a little bit. He took another wound from feedback. These guys shifted up. Both these guys took wounds from feedback, which sucks.
A lot of wounds from feedback.
4 wounds from feedback, but nothing died. This unit vanguarded up from the very back and then moved their 2 inches because they can't fly right now. These guys all shifted up to take shots at the Doom Wheel. Got 1 wound in with like 6 or 7 actual hits. Only 1 wasn't saved.
No, I only saved 3.
Okay, well,
it was 3 armor. I had to take 3 armor saves and got 1.
We have a lot of stuff happening and not many wounds happening to the Doom Wheel.
Thank God. Storm Banner is doing work against the Lizardmen right now.
Yeah. Hopefully it falls off here real soon. In the magic phase, drop the comet. That's where the miscast from Tedoecho came from. Put it directly in front of his arm area, so hopefully it mitigates that whole area of the field right there. Kind of figured his plan was to get on the hill, do some dirtiness. Hopefully that's stopped. Then I cast Hand of Glory first, actually, to give these guys +2 weapon ballistic seal so they could actually shoot at the Doom Wheel. And I think they're the ones that actually did the wound.
Yep.
That recaps all of Lizard 1's turn. Let's see at the end of Skaven.
Here's a little picture of the board real quick. Yeah, it's getting crazy over in this corner, but hopefully Doom Wheel does something.
Doom Wheel can do things.
Doom Wheel's going to do things. Alright, we'll see you in the bottom of 1.
Yep.
Well, Skaven turn 1, bottom of 1. Went pretty well. Started on this side of the field. I shot the Salamander, killed it. Shot 2 cannons into the riders there, killed 5 of them. Feel pretty good about that.
Big wounds.
Yeah, moving over to my slave brick where my Dispel Scroll engineer used to be. He's not there anymore because he rolled double 1 and lost himself in the warp. And then took out, 8 clan rats with him. Fantastic. Tried to charge my Hell Pit into that unit of skinks there, didn't work. Maneuvered everything else, starting to move it away from the
Comet.
which is I'm doing a good job of. Doom Wheel did a lot of work over here. ran straight into a unit right there and took them out of the skinks, and then overran into the salamander or the chameleon skinks and didn't run them down. Rolled like a 2-2-3. So.
Yep, I got away.
Got away by 2 inches. So it is what it is. Dice rolling. Moved another brick up. Shot the Doom Rocket. Rolled a 13 on 5 dice and
Whiffed.
Yeah, another whiff. So I hated it, but overall successful. He's going to come back with a vengeance next turn, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, see you at the end of Lizard 2. Top of turn 2 for the Lizards. We'll go through movement. Flew them up. They kept fleeing off. Shifted all the skinks over there up. Took some shots into the rat pack and the slaves. Took 8 slaves out. Took 3 out of the rat packs. These guys shifted up. These guys shifted up. They took shots at the
Hell Pit,
put a wound on him. The comet went off, did 2 more wounds to him, or 3 wounds to him.
so he's at a total of 5, 1 left.
My priest was trying to run off into the woods to get some cover from the gutter runners, and apparently tripped over a branch and got a stick stuck in his face and died. So
Awesome.
He's not very good at running through the woods. The Saurus Riders continue to move up. Hopefully they should be able to get to the cannons next turn if they're not dead, which there should be at least a couple left for the cannons. Then we went to Magic. The Salamander, or the Slam, got Fiery Convocation off with 4 dice, and those
Took out about
Storm Vermin.
17.
Yeah, Storm Vermin lost about 17. It's just going to continue to hurt because it goes off again next Magic phase beginning, right?
I get a chance to dispel it.
Yeah, that's right. So, that. I tried to catch Spirit Leech. He was able to stop that from me killing his Doom Wheel. The birds flying over there. Hopefully they're going to get over to that Totodep core bunker unit here real soon. That's their target. Target in sight.
Alright, so we will see you after the bottom of 2, when we'll see what Skaven has to say about all this.
Alright, see you at the bottom of 2, Skavens.
Alright. I haven't touched your 2 main bricks yet, so...
Skaven, turn 2.
Bottom of 2.
Bottom of 2.
Okay, so I double charged the skinks over here and they fled twice, so nothing happened over there because I failed the charge right here. Needed like a 7, would have been average. Nothing happened. I crashed my Doom Wheel through the Ripperdactyls and annihilated them, and he did a wound to me, so kind of cool there. My Hell Pit died to shooting.
To Comet.
To Comet. Hell Pit died to Comet. Awesome, and he didn't come back, so that's sad. And then my Storm Vermin overran 12 inches and took out that skink unit right there. And I moved this guy's over there, but I realized that I needed to get Fire Convocation off of that unit, so I had to use all my magic dice to do that. And then I tried to cast something.
Yep.
Tried to cast Scorch. No, I did cast Scorch.
Hey, cast Scorch and killed 5 models.
And killed five Saurus Warriors. So that's always good. Shooting took out an additional 2 riders. So, yeah. That's all that's happened this turn. Not a bad turn. My Doom Wheel's about to die to Comet. Unless he rolls...
Poop.
Unless he rolls poop 2 times in a row. And we'll see what happens.
Right.
We'll see at the top of 3.
They failed their rally, so they kept running. Or no, that was my turn. My bad.
That was your turn. Yep.
Alright, we'll see you at the end of Lizards 3.
Alright.
3. Did some charges, got the riders over into a cannon finally.
Did no wounds. Oh, you did? No, you did 2 wounds. Yeah, you did 2 wounds, but stubborn.
Yeah, moved the Saurus Warriors inside of the Storm Vermin. Took
Whiffed.
1 guy out,
Yep.
but he wasn't able to reform because I beat him by 3 on the resolution.
And I stuck on a 4.
Yep. The skinks over there.
Rallied.
They rallied. Skinks over there did not rally.
Chameleon skinks.
The Comet did not fall, which sucks because I was hoping to kill the Doom Wheel.
No, it did fall and it didn't make the distance.
Didn't make the distance. That's
yeah.
the Comet fell, didn't make the distance.
Chameleon skinks are rushing towards that cannon.
Yeah, Chameleon skinks are moving up. And then Fiery Convocation went off on the bunker unit, took out
A bunch.
14?
5,
Yeah, it looks like
10,
14.
11, 12, 12. Oh, maybe I threw some in this pile.
14.
Yeah, so about 14.
Yeah, so 14
And they stuck around.
stuck around. These guys shifted up, of course. This guy, oh, that's what happened. This got
Yeah,
a few more.
that's what it was.
The Salamander moved up, shot in, and got 7 on 7 guys, and then
5.
one on the Seer.
Yeah, 1 on the Seer.
Seer didn't make a save, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yep.
Other than that, pretty much.
Magic phase, you got Fiery off, and that was about it, because you only had 6 dice.
Yep.
So, this is a little look at the board at the end of the turn. Skaven's busting around, doing this, doing that, and we'll see you at the bottom of 3 for Skaven.
Skaven 3. Let's do it. Tapping the Skaven's turn 3.
Okay, so my rat pack that was frenzied actually made a charge against the skinks over here, which is kind of cool. I tried to reform them so I could move up and start threatening flanks and whatnot over there, but they failed the leadership test, rolled a 9, needed an 8. Lame. And, well, goddamn bunker unit took another fiery convocation hit, and I just failed to cast everything and dispel everything because I'm awesome and love rolling ones. Combat over there, I lost combat, but he chose not to pursue, and I rolled 2 inches.
Yeah.
2 whole inches. He could have caught me easy and wiped that unit off the board. Gutter Runner shot at the Salamander, and he saved it, so the Salamander's still alive. And
doing work.
Combat over there in the cannon, we stuck around.
Yep, I was able to stick. Had to roll 5. Cold-blooded's awesome.
Cold-blooded 5, yeah. And I shot into his bunker unit, took out, what, 4 or 5 guys?
4.
4 guys into his bunker unit. And he's about to tear my bunker unit apart, especially with fire convocation. Hell, if the damn thing goes off.
Yeah, I was thinking about that
goes
too.
off and it gets even further, you could just take the whole unit out right now. So I don't feel like that unit's going to be there at the end of the turn.
Alright, we will
top 4.
see you at top 4. Turn 4, some shifting around, move these guys back over. These guys, breath templated these guys, blew them off the table. These guys did charge.
Oh yeah, they did charge, so they stay right there.
And they pushed the Storm Vermin off the table. Move these guys up, and then Comet didn't roll damage, distance enough to do damage. And then I walked between worlds, moved them up. I intended to delete block, by the way.
To what?
Delete block and roll any different lore, but it's fine. I didn't do it, so it doesn't happen. So they just moved up a little bit further, trying to get over to a position where they can do some more work. These guys finally rallied over here. These guys were able to beat down the rat pack there. These guys shifted up, took shots into the unit, did nothing. Maybe 1.
1.
I think they got 1.
You got 1. And this combat took out the Raptors, took out the cannon. I stayed steadfast, and we're gonna look at each other.
Yep. And then next turn we should do something interesting. Let's see you at the end of Skaven 4.
Yep.
Skaven turn 4.
Whip this unit around. Started moving back towards this side of the field. Moved them back into the woods. Tried to cast Dreaded on a
3 dice.
Just hoping for double 6s. Didn't work because I got 1 6. Didn't work though. This cannon shot and killed 2 of the riders and like 5 of my guys. And so combat was I won by 1 because he did 3 wounds and I have 3 ranks and a musician, so I won by 1 and he stuck around. And then that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Turn, so top of 5.
See ya top of Lizard 5.
Top of 5. Weird.
Alright, so the Skaven Terrible Luck is deciding to taint the Lizardmen a little bit.
Yes, it is.
My Source Rider Brick is just fled against slaves and is about to get run off the table.
Yep.
Because of some absolute bullshit.
Failing to hit, failing to wound.
Yeah. Just brutal. Yeah, just brutal. And then failing their leadership, which is just insane on the Cold-Blooded.
So I got 2 seers left with 2 wounds apiece.
So hopefully the Dreaded doesn't come out of there and just delete my unit and then run them off, and he actually might be in range for a win then.
Yeah, that would be bad. And his other guys just moving up the table.
Killed some people. This guy's still fleeing. Their guy's coming back in.
Oh yeah, the Salamander's still fleeing.
So yeah, nothing crazy is going on. Let's see you at the end of Skaven 5, and hopefully not a devastating turn for the Lizards. Let's do it up.
Turn 5, bottom of 5, and I split the unit up. Fiery stayed with him. I moved this guy up into the brick of slaves, trying to preserve him as much as possible. The cannon took an epic shot into the unit and took out 12 skinks, making it so he has no more lookout sirs. So that's always nice. He survived his fiery convocation hit. These guys chased the guy off the board so they can't get touched. And yeah, that's about it. I had 5 dice. Tried to cast Dreaded again.
Failed.
Failed. God almighty. I'm never going to cast Dreaded. 5 turns in, 5 attempts at casting. No, 4 attempts at casting because it was just... Oh no, I did every single turn I've tried to cast. Except for 1. So 4 attempts so far this game out of 5. Never made it once.
None of them have been a full 6 dice though.
No, there was... The first 2 were full 6 dice.
Oh. I think I dispelled 1. No.
No, I never casted it. I've never had enough to cast it.
He's having a rough Skaven game. 25 is not an easy number to hit.
No, I guess not. And double sixes is not an easy number to get either. So apparently for me, for you, it's not terrible. You get it every turn. But I will never get double sixes on a goddamn credit.
All right, we will see you at the end of Lizard's 6.
Top of 6. All right. For the Lizardmen,
yeah.
And
Lizards just can't put the game away. They're trying with all their might to lose this game.
So are the Skaven though. So
yep.
All I got left, he shot the shit out of my
one Gracier, he did.
My one Gracier. So the Earthing Rod one is left, and the other one was my General. So he killed my General, so that's 100 points. Yep. So that's helpful. Shot a couple guys out of the Slave Brick, moved those guys up, rallied his Salamander, and failed magic with his Slan, and cast Ice Shard Blizzard on my unit with Teto Echo, and then pretty much just shot the piss out of everything else. So last turn.
See you at the end of 6.
Hoorah.
Hold up. And a Skaven 6.
So I'm pretty sure the Skaven are telling me that they don't ever want me to play them again because I cast Dreaded 5 times in this game, and I failed to even cast it 5 times in a row. I rolled a 24 this time, so I was getting closer, but there's not another turn to continue to go on. So we're going to add up points. I killed Teto Echo with a cannon shot.
Yep.
Actually, the most consistent thing this game was my cannons.
Yeah, they were definitely, his cannons were brutal. He never misfired, and he had templates landing on everything all day.
Yeah, they were my best shots, and yeah, he's got this game, but we're just going to do a quick points calculation and see and figure out what's what. We'll see for the recap. Nice. And recap. Skaven major victory. Ha ha. Nah, lies. Lizardmen major victory.
Lizardmen pulled another victory out. Pretty dominant the first 3 turns, then kind of tried to lose the last 3 turns.
Yeah, Skaven tried to bring it back, but see, the biggest thing with Skaven is no magic. I was getting no magic every turn. Nothing happened.
He also had a lot of turns where Fiery Convocation was going off, and he just had to stop it.
No, I tried to stop it once, and then after that I just stopped. I started to stop it twice, and after that I just stopped giving a fuck. And it actually turned out to almost level the game out at the end, but fuck my life.
I mean, Lizards performed well. His cannons were just on point, destroyed the riders like they were.
Again, they destroyed the riders. They shot and killed
Teto.
They shot and hit and killed. Yeah, they shot and killed Teto right there on the last turn too, which was awesome. Yeah. But not nearly enough to do anything for me. I was already way too far down. Yeah, I mean the Skaven in the combat phases and the moving and shooting and stuff like that did really well. Yeah. There was no big issues there. I just had no magic.
The Lizards are proving to be a very consistent army. They're
very consistent.
Really nasty. I try to do different builds to protect the Slan from miscasting. Now I discover that with how I've been how I built my magic, I don't 6 dice anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't.
Nothing.
I didn't 6 dice anything the entire game. I was just like 2 dice here, 2 dice here, 4 dice here, 2 dice here, and it was working fantastically. Like I only failed to cast once the entire game.
That was right at turn 6.
Yeah, right on turn 6 I failed to cast. It was a big fail. It opened the door for him to at least bring it to a minor victory for Lizards, but needless to say, it was still a victory for the Lizards. So
yeah.
The Lizards definitely are very good.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Skaven, his Lizards are consistent, which is what he needs, because Skaven, like you saw with me, performed well everywhere else. Doom Wheel was just doing work, running around the field, zap,
the work wheel.
The work
wheel now.
And just everything else did just what it was supposed to. Gutter Runners went in and did its shooting and its whatnot and focused what it needed to, and they just got shot down eventually and killed, which was fine, because they shot and killed what they wanted, because there's no other real juicy targets for them except for those stupid salamanders. So
I've been reading a little bit in the forums, and a lot of people have been saying that the salamanders they're not very competitive. I did not tend to agree with them at first, and I was like, man, it's a breath template that artillery dice is out. It's great. It's only strength 4.
Yeah,
it's only strength 4.
It's strength 4, and it randomizes where it goes, and
I'm pretty firmly in the belief now that yes, they are next to non-competitive, but they're close. They're like fringe, very fringe.
And then your cavalry.
The cavalry they do great things.
I took 5 out.
They're the least consistent part of the Lizard list. The least consistent part of the Lizard list. Yep. I just stood up another little list over here. I need to get an Ancient Stegodon, which I try to go with the no monsters lizards, but that one's
Ancients.
pretty good. With the Engine of the Gods, it's a pretty good lizard.
Ancient's
Pretty good monster.
badass. It's going to make this game a lot tougher, especially if I can't kill it with a cannon, because he's still got his chameleon skinks, still threatening my cannons. So
Another big add too is in the new list, so I'm going to be kind of working with, probably won't have it together until we get back, is it has 25 Temple Guard in it. The 2 chameleon skink units are dropped down to 5, and they're basically more for counter scouting and more machine hunting here and there. Like, the biggest thing is I'm trying to eliminate the effectiveness of war machines. The Temple Guard brick is better at that than the Saurus Riders because, well, they're just a shitload more of them, and I can do some crazy goofy shit with them.
yep. So
Can't really do that with the Riders.
I enjoyed playing the Skaven, but
Skaven did not enjoy him.
no, the Magic Phase. No, it's the Grey Series that didn't enjoy me. The rest of the army did amazing. I mean, the cannons, they were just like, Nelson, where were you this whole time? And I was like, I'm right here, you two. And they were doing really awesome. And the Doom Wheel was like, I want to work for you. And I was like, you're hired, guy. Go for it.
The work wheel's been doing a lot the last couple
And
of
he's
games.
like, I said, go for it. And, everybody else did their thing, and they did well. And just the Grey Series were just like, hey, you, huh? That's all they said to me. They looked up at me with their little Skaven eyes. So so we weren't able to get a doubleheader weekend in.
But we do have something else that we're doing.
We're doing a little series. I probably explained it at the beginning of the video, but I'll recap. We're doing each other's armies versus each other. So we got his 2 armies out of the way. Now we're gonna go to my 2 armies, and we're just gonna predict that Tomb Kings versus Dwarves at 2K. I don't foresee Dwarves winning, but you never know.
I mean, the Lizard game was a suboptimal 2,000 point Lizard list, and the Lizards literally mopped the floor with them. It was really bad.
And my 2K list is pretty optimized.
And his 2K casting list with the Tomb Guard, his casting is just off. Just the only thing that can derail his casting, I think, is the Lizards. The Lizards, when they're built for their despelling, they have a lot of dispel power.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
And I just switched back. I had Earthing Rod and Soul of Stone on the slam this game. And then with the new low dice count on my spells, all of a sudden I don't need to worry about miscasting as much. So now it's like, wow, I can go back to having my 3 channels in the channeling staff and reserve Eldritch for the Eldritch power to reserve dice to give my buff my magic phase. Keep the dispel attempt, so I have 3 channeling dice with 6 casters, or six channeling dice for dispelling and dispelling power dice. 3 of which on both ends channel on a 5/6.
Yeah.
Then I store dice, adding a power dice. I get to dispel attempt, reroll a dispel attempt, and I have 2 dispel scrolls: the cube and the dispel scroll. So,
yeah. So he's got a lot of anti-magic. One thing we have been playing wrong on his Skaven is I didn't read it myself, so that's why I never questioned it. But the D3, it's a D3 warp zone tokens. He's just having 3 on both casters every game.
It's only really affected 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. So not terrible, but something to watch for. Sneaky fuck, cheater. He's the cheater. And we'll see you next time on the next video. It'll be Tomb Kings and Dwarves.
Yep. 2,000 points, Tomb Kings and Dwarves.
Yeah, and remember, if you like it, subscribe it.
Woo! Or
No.
Or
Or.
no, just fucking subscribe it.
That's right.